Said she see me in her dream. She wanna go out, let's go have a drink. I told her that I only sip on me. She said, what do that mean? That mean I only sip on me. She want me on the team. She know a nigga getting green. Your ass get cremated. Your ass get left on the pavement. Pay a meal with my payment. I heard you wrote a statement. Acting like you don't know that shit blatant. Hold on, nigga, waiting to the top about the basement. I'll push your shit adjacent. I want me your crib. All right. Everything I'm taking. On everything I'm talking.
It's time.
But I don't care. I got my team in the trunk. I turn it Sophie. I put my kid on screen. Some shit I can't explain. I can't explain it, cannot blame. Sometimes I gotta change. Take a count my pocket change. You know when I got your ring. The fuck is wrong with you don't range? Something not the same, you good. Something you already know, man. I think you need to understand. You don't act like here we go. That ain't no lie, yeah, that's a grand. We don't care about what they say. It's really up to me, man. Said she see me in her dream. She wanna go out, let's go have a drink. I told her that I only sip on me. She said, what do that mean? That mean I only sip on me. She want me on the team. She know a nigga getting green. Your ass get cremated. Your ass get left on the pavement. I heard you wrote a statement. Acting like you don't know that shit blatant. Hold on, nigga, wait a minute. Touch on me, man. He look like an anus. Cowboy Nation. I don't know why they use. I'm tired of giving papers. Roll Sports. Making sense. We here. Wednesday. It's time to get busy. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Yeah. Whew. We got 2 days left before Saturday's game. 2 days left before Saturday's game. And we got a lot of work to do. But, you know, we ready to roll. We ready to get it. We ready to make a statement against these Detroit Lions. It's time that we get it. It's time that we make some noise, represent. But here's what I want to say. Here's what I'm going to say. Still, how about them Cowboys? You got to start it off. You can't start off with how about them Cowboys, man. And then you know who you rooting for. You know what I'm saying? If we diehard Cowboys fans, then this is what we have to do in order for us, to get ready for a game that we need. We need this game. We got to have it. And that's just the fact of it all. Okay, so we got Jerry Jones talking once again about Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons is the headliner for sports, for every network, every platform, every podcast, every whatever it is. Michael Parsons is part of it. And Jerry Jones has been talking about it. Michael Parsons has been talking about it. All of these savants has been talking about it as relates to NFL, sports talk. Everybody's talking about it. Rob Gronkowski is talking about it. We can talk about this until we, hey man, blue, black, and ugly in the face, man. We can talk about it. Now I'm not going to say we don't need to talk about it. It needs to be addressed. It needs to be, brought to light. What's taking place with our team as it relates to calls that we're not getting via defense, especially, and offense as well. I think Dak Prescott was hit and didn't get a call. It was blatant. But yeah, we got a lot to uncover moving into these next few days, inching week by week to these playoffs. And man, these weeks are going by fast. So, as I said, Michael Parsons is up next. Let's hear what Jerry Jones has to say about Michael Parsons and
Uh, 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 where's my man Jerry? Where is my man Jerry? Uh, Gotta find Jerry. You bear with me for a moment. I'm trying to find what Jerry Jones has to say. Um, he was on the fan, and, uh, and Jerry um, always began to talk about his team. It is his beloved team, of course. You can't stop him on that. Um, but we'll find Jerry in just a moment. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll find Jerry now. I don't want to wait. I want to get Jerry. I want to get Jerry on here now, so I'm going to have to remove some things. We get Jerry in position. Jerry Wayne Jones. Get him in position to talk on the relevancies of how he felt about Michael Parsons. And from what I've gathered, Jerry Jones is really um, he's really for Michael Parsons in terms of um, how he expresses himself. Uh, let's see. Um, Now he was on the fan just yesterday, and I want to hear, I want you to hear exactly what was taking place on that yesterday. Uh, they, so let's just see exactly what is taking place here. Here's what it is. Here's the phone. Here's the phone. pretty much Jerry Jones is just rambling at this point in time about, um, and I wouldn't necessarily say it's rambling as it is. He made some very good points. I just said rambling because he's going on and on and on, saying the same things that we all know. In order for you to get deep in the playoffs, in order for you, we'll be already in the playoffs, but not just get to the playoffs, but like I said, go deep into the playoffs. You really going to have to cut out some of these mistakes and play disciplined football. You're really going to have to start playing some disciplined football and stop all the penalties, stop all the bonehead plays, um, and play sound football in all three phases of the game. Um, but for the most part, I will tell you that special teams has been playing lights out. They've been playing very, very good, with the exception. Um, and I never really can get his. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get his name now. Um, with the exception of I really never can remember his name unless it is said or I see it. Okay, Sam Williams. Um, this Sam Williams is really he really has to get it. He really has to understand the nuances of the game in terms of making mistakes at a pivotal time. These are mistakes that the Cowboys make, and that I don't know whether or not it has been corrected because week after week after week, Sam Williams, 54, continues to make bonehead plays that cost us in critical times of the game. It is one thing to make a mistake, um, say early on in the game, but when we are scratching for every yard to get in the late third quarter, fourth quarters, we can't put you on the football field to have you to make another silly bonehead decision, the bonehead play that will cost us in the defense to spend more time and energy on the football field when it could have been fourth quarter punt and it's over. Okay, so or third and forever, and you do a bonehead play that will give them a first down by hitting the quarterback. These are the plays that we have to be conscious and disciplined in while we're moving forward to play this game. I mean, it's critical that we understand that. Let's see what Jerry Jones was talking about Michael Parsons. Let's talk about Micah. I'm gonna jump back and forth a little bit because I want to get Micah out of the way, and then we'll talk about CeeDee Lamb. He's saying you said that. That's all. When you're looking at athleticism, they're really trying to say that Michael Parsons is a generational talent. And you have to look at him that way in terms of his capabilities, his athleticism, how he approaches the game, not with just brute power, but also with quickness and speed. And so when you couple those things together, you have yourself a dynamite weapon against opposing offenses. And the referees are looking in lieu of the average. This is what I'm gathering. They're looking in lieu of the average linebacker or defensive end to say that he would not get there. Well, that's an argument. That is a serious argument. And if you look at the tape and you look at how he's been held, and you look at when he got held, opposed to if he didn't get held, to sack said quarterbacks, and then you can see within yourself that Michael Parsons is going to blow up this quarterback, and it appears to me that the league is trying to implement a Shaq rule. They are trying to implement a Daryl Dawkins rule. They are trying to implement a Michael Jordan rule against Michael Parsons, and I'm looking for it to be some more rule changes that's going to not benefit the defense but the offense. And then it's like Michael Parsons said, they are looking to cause. They're looking for the offense to score many points because fandom, they want to see it. Well, fans also want to see quarterbacks get hit. Fans also want to see linebackers crush the quarterback. They also want to see, hits in the field of play. They don't want to see melancholy players like. And I'm not saying he is a melancholy player, but he's just one of the players, man, on the Park the Splash Brothers and the Golden State Warriors, where they're putting up close to 100, 120, 100 points a game. This is not going to happen for the NFL. I guess it's the reason why they're happy with how Miami blew out the Denver Broncos, putting up 70 points. So this is what the new era, the new league is moving in the direction to. Well, with that is the competition within the defense to strict the offense from putting up these points. So which means, guess what? If the offense is going to be quick to put up points, then you got to expect the defense to be quick to put the quarterback on his back. So you can't have the defense slow and the offense fast, and the defense can't keep up with the offense, can't lay a finger on the offensive players. But listen, Michael Parsons, along with that, must understand the nuances that we are in at this point in time. He's going to be limited based on how the league is projecting him, is seeing him. And as long as Michael Parsons continue to talk about these referees and this issue, and instead of playing through it and let the offseason dictate the fate of some of these officiating crews, then Michael Parsons is going to always be limited. And I think that he needs to really just hone in and focus, like he said a moment ago. I just need to play through it. This is what Michael Parsons is saying. I need to play through it. I'm going to finish playing Jerry, but I want you to see some things as well with Michael Parsons in his statement. This is Michael Parsons on being held uh, um, by the opposing offenses as he uh, goes through his. Um, the poster is already up, as you can see. That poster was up against Miami. You see in the still on that one. Then we from Seattle, Michael Parsons, and let's hear what Michael Parsons has to say very quickly here. This is pivotal as well. Um, let's see. We have it. We always got something going on. Let's take a look at Michael Parsons. Here we go. Still here. Let's see. Try to get Michael up here. Like I said, we'll get back to Jerry in just a moment. Get you to hear Michael right quick, but get him up here. It's taking a little long to get Michael going. Let's see. There we go. Well, the audio, they do these audios and they're so low that you can't really hear exactly what he's saying. So let me just quickly give you a recap on what Michael Parsons and the question that was asked of him. He says in that time, Parsons still has 9 sacks. Now we're looking at 38 consecutive games now. 38 consecutive games where there has not been that one call or of holding on or against the offenses on Michael Parsons. In that time, Parsons still has 9 sacks. In other words, they are limiting his sacks. They're limiting his sacks. And the last sack that he has had was dating back to August 16th. No calls, no on 85 pressures, no calls. Okay. So this is what we're looking at with Michael Parsons. He said, yes, it's been a long time. Parsons said when asked if he was aware that it has been 9.5 games since he's drawn a flag. And he says, I can say I've been to the quarterback quite a lot in that time. It's definitely frustrating sometimes, but at the end of the day, I understand it comes with the territory. And that's the mindset of growth that you have to have. You got to have a mindset which says, guess what? Mm, mm, um, um, I may not be able to make some noise with my mouth, but I can make some noise with my actions. And his actions on the football field is going to speak louder than he can ever open his mouth to say against the powers that be within the National Football League. He also says, Parsons said he refuses to try and act for calls. He's not going to do that. It's not part of my game for him to say in a flopping manner because it will slow him down eventually to make the play, especially if it breaks down and he's not even given 100%. Now watch him. He said, I'm not a flop guy. That's what he's saying. I'm not a flop guy. I'm not a guy that's going to fake it because I still believe I can make the play. Parsons said, I have a lot. He says a lot of plays get made above the 2.3 second average. For Parsons getting to the quarterback, I'm going to keep moving forward, and that is the marquee. That is the pivotal mindset of discipline that you have to have when you're playing this game. You got to have that. That discipline is what you have to have in order for you to excel above any restraints, any hindrances to get the goal. Now, listen, nobody said, you can go back to an old James Cleveland gospel song that says, nobody told me that the road would be easy, but I don't believe that he has brought me this far to leave me. This is what Michael Parsons has to uh, dive into the mindset of non equital, the mindset that says, although you're trying to hinder my progress, although you're trying to come against my success, I'm not going to allow that to happen. And you can't allow it to happen based on the play, based on the play that you are trying to imply with the football team. All right, within your schematics approach on against the offense. So kudos to Michael Parsons for his continued progress and maturity in his mindset. Let's get back to Jerry right quick. Come on, Jerry. We got some more commercials. Man, I tell you, uh, these commercials sometimes. You be trying to sell it, But you know, if it continues, that's come on, Jared. Get ready to do some serious talking here. Come on, man. These things do man mess up your body. I think they know that you're a part of your broadcasting line. I think they do, and so they try to do whatever they can to get past this, get past that. Come, Jerry. Mm, mm, okay, okay, okay. Um, Jerry, Jerry has made some very pivotal and valid points as it relates to the mindset of this football team, the makeup of the football team, the personnel of this football team. He has um, demonstrated and alluded to that this team is unequivocally ready to compete for a championship. I do believe that. I think that. I also believe that the mindset, the mentality needs to be uh, taken a look at in order for this team to reach a level um, to compete at a high level against said teams. And I think that Jerry is right. He's spot on. But at the same token, the team has to buy into that particular philosophy as a whole. They have to buy into that particular philosophy to know that we're just not the average team of yesteryear. We are at a level now where we can break the dam open and really make our mark um, this year. So he's on point with that. I give him that. Mm, well, Nigeria is trying to sugarcoat this thing a little bit now because they threw him a heavy bone that he's not prepared to tackle at this moment. So Jerry's going to say all the right things necessary to not necessarily rock the boat. He know that he is that is his handicap this year at a running back, and I think that Jerry is really now rethinking whether or not he should let go Zeke Elliott because a lot of our red zone points came at the helm of Ezekiel Elliott. And if we had Zeke, there's no way in the world that Zeke would have gotten tackled at that 1 yard line the way Pollard did. Pollard ran scared. And you just call it Asa, and a spade. He ran scared in that hole. When you were that close, it's no way in the world that you the two players is not going to tackle me going up against this defensive line with two players, both of them being DBs. There's no way in the world you're going to stop me from getting in this end zone. And so Jerry knows this. Don't look for Tony Pollard to be a part of this football team next year. Don't look for it. Don't hope on it. Yeah, he's going to get him another bell cow because I do believe that Ezekiel Elliott is going to sign another contract with the Patriots. We'll see. But I tell you what, I would love to have Ezekiel Elliott because Ezekiel's not old. Ezekiel's 27 years old. He'll be 28 next year. And that's not old as it relates to running back. And people have to understand that I played running back. So, I mean, and I'm still fast. I mean, it's a mindset thing that you got to have when you're playing that particular position. And like I said last night, you just don't know what is really hampering Tony Pollard at this point in time. Is his leg still giving him an issue? We don't know. We just don't know. But I do believe that that fumble, I do believe that him not getting in on the 1 yard line will be definitely on the minds of Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones moving into the off season. Um, CeeDee Lamb, uh, CeeDee Lamb um, was a little frustrated this game because he was frustrated, and I don't know why they went away from CeeDee Lamb while they deemed it necessary to go away from arguably one of your best, if not the best weapon that we have on the offense side of the ball. Why would you go away from CeeDee Lamb? I have the slightest clue of why they did that, but CeeDee Lamb was quite frustrated. It was reports that he called out Mike McCarthy. I don't know how true that is, but there are reports about that. But you have to satisfy this man. You have to get him some kind of help. You have to uh, help him to help this team get to a level in the offense that defenses are going to quake. And I still believe that Martavis Bryant is that help that he needs because it will when you put a Martavis Bryant on the football field, it helps to put you in a one-on-one coverage because now you got to cover for everybody. You got to cover for Ferguson. You have to cover for the slot and Cobbs. You have to cover for CeeDee Lamb, and you're definitely going to have to cover for Martavis Bryant. And so once they do that and implement that, and I still believe that that's a strategy that they do not want teams to have to worry about at this point in time in the season. But mark my words, they didn't get Martavis Bryant for nothing. Martavis Bryant is learning. Martavis Bryant is practicing. Martavis Bryant is readying himself for a playoff debut for the Dallas Cowboys to wreak havoc on these defenses because CeeDee Lamb is begging for that kind of attention. Mm. And I'm just a believer that when the playoffs start, you're going to see a different offense hit the football field with Martavis Bryant. It's amazing what one player can do, and that will take pressure off of Dak Prescott. That's going because there can be more. There can be more focus in the secondary on these receivers that we have. This is how people need to understand this offense. And when Dak Prescott sees lanes, he's going to take it and he's going to run. It's going to open up lanes for the running backs to run through to hit their lanes and hit their holes quicker, and so that they can make an impact. And all it's going to do is cause chaos for these defenses to cover these receivers. And Dak Prescott should be able to target up these receivers and cause havoc on these defenses in the secondary. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna get myself something to eat, brothers. It's been a blast, and I'm looking forward to coming back again to share with you how the Cowboys are going to deal with these Detroit Lions. Next segment coming back soon. Hey, man, it's all love. It's all love. When we come back, let's exploit some opportunities that I see the Cowboys can take advantage of with them
Said she see me
Giants.
in her dream. She wanna go out, let's go have a drink. I told her that I only sip on me. She said, "Do that, that mean I only sip on me." She want me on the team. She know
Come
my
on,
million
come
game.
on.
Your ass could be cremated. Your ass get left on the pavement. Pay up and work my payment. I heard you wrote a statement. Acting like you done with that shit again. Hold on, nigga.
Yeah,
To the
yeah.
top about that basement.
Cowboy Nation, stand up. Two more games
Everything
left, regular season. We in the playoffs right now. So far, we 0-2. It's time to get it going. Time to get it going. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. See you when I get back. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I'm not liking all these other guys with all the fancy background. That's coming. Just enjoy the content. Go Sports. Making sense. Building. Peace. He look like an ace. He not coming to places. I don't know why they use. I'm trying to give up papers. I pick all those up papers. We used to be the tickets. Then we pull up and help people. Here we go. Whoa. Look like you don't know what to do. You leave me to food and roll up all that stupid. That's what